that Star Trek talk. Let me say it again. This your man Servant K. Tell you what it do. And we about to talk about species 8472. Bars. Hope everybody having a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, and cool night. I know it's my day off, so I was like, fuck it. Let's talk about some Star Trek in this bitch. You already know. So let's talk about species 8472. Then we're gonna talk about the best villain in Star Trek. Talk about the best villain in Star Trek. What up, though, live and learn? What's good? What's good? About to talk about my Star Trek real quick. This supposed to be my off night. You already know. I hope everybody do it cool. I'll play one song before I get off into it. Or probably two. Hold on, wait a minute. God damn, I gotta fix the song.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
All right.
Smoking weed, feeling good. CD mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. CD mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. CD mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. CD mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Sipping on this fucking lean. Smoking on the green, looking clean, riding through the scene, feeling like a king. Pop a bean with a bad bitch, I can get between, make a scream, bosses on my dick, like a trampoline. Hit the scene, send it to the fiends, gotta make the green. I'm a hustler, and I got some $1 billion dreams. It's a scene with the Cali chick, chillin' on the beach, cut her cheeks, sippin' fucking weed. That's my cup of tea. I'm a G till I D.I.E. Show you I'm a beast, haters weak, you will cease to be. If you fuck with me, got the keys, going overseas. Feed up with my queen, she's a pocket goddess. Yeah, you fucking know what I mean. Pepper seeds all up in the throat. While I'm smoking weed, I believe I'm the only one that you gonna need. Feeling green, baby, yes indeed. Got me feeling free. Baby, rolling up the street. Baby, come and roll with me. Fucking green, feeling good. CD bobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. CD bobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. CD bobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. CD bobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. What's the flow? Fuck it though. Used to give a fuck before. I don't give a fuck no more. Time for me to smoke some more. Walking with the baddest hoe. You know how to fucking do. Stunting on them fucking hoes. Baby girl, I love control. Now we getting on the boat. Everybody on the floor. Drinking liquor, smoking dope. Girls twerking on the floor. Rolling up another one. Lead in my double cup. Club banging #1. Roll up another blunt. We feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good.
All right. It's 11:47.
Species in Star Trek, most tend to take on a familiar humanoid form. Sure, they may be differentiated with forehead ridges or nose makeup, maybe even pointed ears or blue skin, but for the most part, They look a lot like us. There have been some attempts at portraying non-humanoid aliens throughout the franchise, including notably the Horta, the Tholians, the Sheliak, and many, many more. But one of the most unique alien designs in Star Trek appears in the spin-off series Voyager. Given the Borg designation Species 8472, these aliens' real name is never revealed on screen. In the game Star Trek Online, however, we learn that they are called the Undine, another name for water nymphs such as mermaids, which in-universe translates to groundskeepers, a tripedal race that inhabits an extra-dimensional realm called fluidic space, hence the association with water elementals. The Undine serve as one of the greatest threats to galactic stability. Even the Borg fear their true power. That's right, the Borg. In this video, I'd like to examine the biology, history, culture, and technology of the Undine and attempt to answer the question, how could something like this evolve? Let's find out.
Biology explained.
First things first, I just want to clarify, for the sake of brevity, I will be using Species 8472 and Undine interchangeably throughout this video. With that out of the way, let's establish what sets the species apart in terms of their physiology. And believe me, there's a lot. Undines stand about 3 meters tall, making them one of the tallest intelligent species the Federation has encountered. As I mentioned earlier, they have 3 tripod-oriented legs, which arguably makes their locomotion more stable than us lowly bipeds, who often lose our balance. Their pupils are also cruciform, which could help them filter incoming light more efficiently, much like Earth animals whose pupils contract horizontally. They do not appear to require oxygen or any atmosphere to survive, and they can walk without the aid of gravity, able to cling onto surfaces. Undine also do not have discernible mouths, ears, or nostrils. In their native form, they are only known to communicate telepathically, though they can produce some rudimentary shrieks, hisses, and growls. They can initiate mental contact with other telepathic species, though the recipients can find such experiences overwhelming. Oh, and just like the Jem'Hadar, Undine do not require sleep. As far as their internal chemistry, each of their cells contains over 100 times the DNA of a human cell. Their DNA has a triple helix structure, get it because it's 3 instead of 2, that as of 2374 is the most densely coded of any life form known to Federation science. The species may also have as many as 5 sexes. Undine also possess an incredibly powerful immune system capable of immediately destroying almost any foreign agent, thus rendering them immune, for example, to Borg assimilation.
That's overpowered.
Their bodies generate a bioelectric field that can penetrate force fields and withstand otherwise lethal quantities of weapons fire. Starting to sound a little OP, they are also capable of regenerating themselves from the brink of death.
Man, that motherfucker's OP.
My script editors practice wanted me to also put they might as well be shitting diamonds and gold. The Undine also have genetic engineering techniques
Right.
that
You might as well be shitting diamonds and pissing gold. Like, these motherfuckers are OP like a motherfucker.
rely on isogenic injections, which can be revealed through a microcellular scan. While in these mimicked forms, Undine are effectively a member of the target species and are subject to all of said species' biological requirements and limitations. It's this genetic engineering technology that honestly makes them almost as powerful as the changelings when it comes to posing as members of other species, though the changelings' shapeshifting being a fundamental part of their biology arguably makes them superior in this regard. That said, given everything we've just gone through, it's easy to understand why the Borg would call Species 8472 the apex of biological evolution. Species 8472 considers anything but themselves to be impure and weak, and importantly, a threat to their existence. If Species 8472 is so perfect, though, they must have genetically engineered themselves to fit into their native environment, right? The reason I ask is because when Voyager enters the Undine's native realm of fluidic space, effectively a pocket dimension with different space-time properties than the normal universe, the ship's sensors detect no stars or planets. So it seems rather improbable that anything could have evolved there. That said, Undine anatomy suggests that fluidic space must have some solid surfaces to walk on. We don't really know much about fluidic space other than it is green. It's filled with a strange organic fluid, biomatter, and that it's accessible through interdimensional rifts caused by quantum singularities. Star Trek Online also shows clusters of giant coral-like organic structures in fluidic space, and it's hypothesized that it's impossible to create a warp bubble in fluidic space. 2 members of my audience who have asked me to make a video about fluidic space, well, again, there's just not that much to go on. Or is there? I do think it's interesting that the Undine originate from a space-time realm that has subtly different physical laws and is more sparsely populated when it comes to familiar celestial bodies. Indeed, regarding the history of our universe, many elements considered essential for life, including carbon and oxygen, were only produced in abundant amounts after an old generation of stars went supernova billions of years ago. Newer metal-rich stars, called Population 1 stars, are commonly found in the spiral arms of the Milky Way and similarly structured spiral galaxies. The Sun is one such example of a Population 1 star, and it, like many others in its age range of about 5 billion years, was formed from the gas cloud remnants of ancient supernovae that released elements heavier than hydrogen and helium. Data from the Kepler Space Telescope has helped us figure out that while metal-rich stars may be more conducive to hosting gas giants, more metal-poor stars can still have rocky planetary systems as well. By the way, in astronomy, the word metal is used for any element heavier than helium. Anyway, Population 2 stars, more common in the bulge near the center of spiral galaxies, have more elements like oxygen and neon relative to iron, which is more common in Population 1 stars. Population 2 may have been formed from the remnants of Type 2 supernovae, which result from the collapse of stars between 8 and 40 times the mass of our Sun, characterized by a higher ratio of hydrogen in their spectra. Type 1a supernovae, which are a key part of the process of metal enrichment, probably came at a later stage in the universe's development. These supernovae generally involve binary systems consisting of at least one white dwarf, and it's one of these supernovae that likely released ejecta that eventually made it into what would later become our solar system. And Population 3 stars are a hypothetical population of stars that may have existed in the very, very early universe. Their existence is inferred from physical cosmology, but they have not been directly observed. It's admittedly a stretch, but if fluidic space is indeed a parallel universe that's younger than our universe, or is perhaps smaller and has a different distribution of matter, that could explain its weird properties, such as low star formation. We're never given any indication that time itself runs differently in fluidic space, but the Undine, being among the only known native species to fluidic space, suggests this realm may have begun at a different date than our Big Bang nearly 14 billion years ago. We do know that very early in our universe's existence, millions of years after the matter produced by the Big Bang started to cool down, the universe's ambient temperature was much higher than it is now, about room temperature, versus the near absolute zero of today. Thus, liquid water may have been rather abundant, and life may have evolved on plentiful rocky worlds, or possibly out in the cosmos itself. This is, of course, entirely hypothetical, speculative, and something for which we have no evidence, since life as we know it needs specific chemicals and conditions to evolve. Given the Undine's radically alternative biochemistry, they would certainly have to have evolved in an environment completely unlike anything we've ever considered possible. And to answer the question of whether they genetically engineered themselves to be better suited for fluidic space,
there should go.
We really have no way of proving or disproving that. But we are told several times
you straight to Howard Deck 3,
that the Undine are in fact native to
Good morning,
space, given that they are likely the only sapient beings to have evolved in this realm. For the Undine, the concept of other intelligence...
Yeah, the real name of species 8472 is called the Undine. And we'll talk about the biology and the history of species 8472. But the next video is going to be the shit. We're going to talk about the best villain of Star Trek.
Was completely alien to them for a long time. This resulted in them being hostile, intolerant, paranoid during their encounters with species from our universe. Despite their extremely xenophobic outlook, some Undine later happened to gain a better appreciation for the experiences and worldviews of humanoid species as a byproduct of assuming their form. This change of heart semi-accidentally occurs after an Undine attempt to gather intel on Starfleet's military capabilities and plans by training themselves for an elaborate invasion of the UFP within one of their Terrasphere facilities, containing high-fidelity holographic recreations of Starfleet Academy and Starfleet headquarters. Select Undine genetically alter themselves to resemble various Alpha Quadrant species as part of this reconnaissance mission. One such agent who adopts the identity of Valerie Archer expresses fondness for various works of Federation art, literature, and music. It's this very ability to connect emotionally with the experiences of other cultures that eventually...
And that's how the third rock from the sun plot is. You know, like they come into the planet and they're learning us. Species 8472 is so fucking OP. They so fucking OP This man went through the biology and shit. I fucks with this guy. This guy really go through the biology and connect what's like what's the biology of our species, whether it's animals, insects, or fucking humans, and like connecting them with the world of Star Trek. I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? But species 8472 came to a point where like they respect us humans when it comes to art, music, and culture and shit, and our technology advancements and shit. Like they grew an appreciation for us when they really want to kill us all, because we are all not on the level of the Undine, aka species 8472. These motherfuckers are OP like a motherfucker.
Voyager to broker a ceasefire with the Undine, who had initially believed, mistakenly, that a Federation attack was imminent. The two parties even exchanged technology. That said, while some Undine do find elements of adopting the humanoid form pleasant, others find it extremely uncomfortable.
Yes, like Q. Q found it uncomfortable. Q did not want to be human. Q did not want to be human. But even when he was human, his IQ was still 2,000. He's still the smartest man in the room. Real shit. Q could be the head of Starfleet Engineering, Section 31, even Admiral, if he wanted to. His IQ is still 2,000. He's still the smartest man in the room.
As far as Undine technology, we see that they make use of highly advanced organic machinery. Their bioships are made of the same material as themselves, and thus share the same resistance to weapons fire. Again, kind of OP. 8 bioships working in unison with a Dactylus-class vessel could refocus energy into a devastating beam that could field enough firepower to obliterate an entire planet.
Damn.
By now,
yes,
again, it should certainly be clear why Species 8472's biological and technological capabilities have made even the Borg see them as a threat. Indeed, according to 7 of 9, Species 8472 was the first species to offer the Borg, quote-unquote, true resistance in the long history of their current incarnation. Upon realizing the Undine's genocidal intentions, as we see in Scorpion, Catherine Janeway allies with the Borg in order to stop the Undine from invading the Delta Quadrant. This
the
is
fucking Borg was like, hey, yo, Janeway, I know we fucked up Starfleet over the years. I know we did that shit, but I'm sorry. Tonight, today, whatever the fuck time we living in space and time, I need your help, Janeway. We will not assimilate you, bitch. We want you to help us fight these motherfuckers here. And the motherfucking doctor, the motherfucking hologram doctor, motherfucker saw that shit. Was like, oh shit. These motherfuckers are taller than us, stronger than us, better than us in every which way, shape, or form. And they come from fluidic space. We're fucked. I'm surprised the motherfucker survived. Oh yeah. I got another Star Trek video too. I might play it like later on, probably today or probably tomorrow. Like it's about in reality, what would have happened if the Borg invaded Earth? Everybody is dead. Spoiler alert.
By using modified Borg nanoprobes to infect the Undine and their bioships. These nanoprobes being
got my weed, baby.
Weakness. Ultimately, however, it's these very modified nanoprobes that are one of the technologies that Voyager trades with the Undine after the ceasefire in exchange for Undine's secrets, as seen in the episode In the Flesh. It's easy to see why Species 8472 is a fan favorite. They're incredibly unique in their design, and they're an early Star Trek villain portrayed using CGI. That right there is quite revolutionary, given that Voyager was produced in the 90s, when the technology was still relatively youngish. Species 8472 was even featured on the cover of the 4th issue of Lightwave magazine, named after the animation software used to bring them to life. It's also no surprise that the Undine had been featured in numerous apocrypha, playing a prominent role, for example, in Star Trek Online, a tripedal non-humanoid species from another dimension that has reached the so-called apex of biological evolution and mastered genetic engineering technology. Is certainly one of the most compelling aliens in Star Trek. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, be sure to leave a thumb.
Yep. All right. Now we're about to talk about the best villain in Star Trek. Is this it?
I'm not sitting here talking about the whole Star Trek franchise. I'm just talking about my favorite Star Trek, Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to argue that somebody definitely is the best villain on Deep Space Nine. I'm just going to propose a few reasons why Wei Yun might actually be Star Trek Deep Space Nine's best villain. Also, it wasn't totally my idea. The topic was suggested by viewer Dan Ullman, and a bunch of my patrons and channel members voted for it. So, like, I really don't think I'm...
Who's the best villain? Wei Yun or Gul Dukat? Or the founder lady? The lady from the Founders? Who's y'all best villain, y'all? Star Trek Talk.
Far out with this one. So, if anybody's got a problem with this, just remember it's not my fault. It's my authority. Sadly.
How you gonna throw it?
So far.
How you gonna throw your subs and members under the bus?
So far.
He threw his subs under
Wei
the
Yun
bus.
isn't like most other memorable or popular villains in the Star Trek franchise. Most of the best Trek villains are of the...
Like I said in the last video, Vanta, Wei Yun just got that fucking demeanor and that fucking presence. It just made the scene scary. And like every time he stepped up, he controlled it.
Strong but misguided type. Think about Khan or Chang or Dukat. They're bold, they're charismatic, they're charming, they're commanding. They have some noble qualities mixed in with the villainy. They're brave, they're loyal, at least loyal to their own people up to a point. It's their narcissism, their
Vanta, you just made me laugh.
Their ruthlessness that make them villains. You can understand why...
I save lives during my administration. Evidence!
Other people would support them, follow them, help them toward their goals, even if you can't condone it. Or maybe you can condone it, and you count yourself among their followers, or you would if we were talking about real people instead of fictional characters. And judging by how many Dukat did nothing wrong comments that still show up under my videos. And
yep, Vanta, you one of them. Dukat did nothing wrong.
all across.
It was like... God Dukat did do nothing wrong. That made me think about Vanta's comment. I don't know what Vanta said. But yeah, it was something on the line of God Dukat did help those people. I saved lives. I tried to save lives during my administration. Evidence. God Dukat was a monster.
Trek fandom, chances are some of you are watching this right now, and for you, I have just one question. How does it feel to be conned and manipulated by a make-pretend person? At least the characters who are on Dukat's side in the show have the excuse that they're written that way. What's your excuse, Mark? How does it feel to be a Mark? That's 3 questions, whatever. Anyway, my point is, Wei Yun is different. Viewed from an in-universe perspective.
Shouts out to all the Trekkies out there, because we are the best fan base of all fucking time. We've been in the game since the 60s, y'all.
He doesn't really have any admirable qualities. He's not noble or brave or principled. He simpers, he grovels, he's obsequious. When he's interacting with one of the founders, his bosses that is, when he's speaking to an underling, he's short-tempered, unforgiving, impossible to please, and always eager to shift any blame away from himself. In other words, he holds one of the foulest and most despised ranks in the hierarchy of human experience. He's a middle manager. But he's worse than that, because some middle managers aren't bad people. They're just stuck in a shit job because the money is good and they've got bills to pay and a family to feed.
But Wei Yun is the company man. That motherfucker really believe in this shit. You believe
Wei Yun is not one of them. Wei Yun is a true believer. Wei Yun is a company man. Company men, technically, since we meet several Wei Yuns throughout the run of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, all clones, all identical to each other, but since the many Wei Yuns are all, with one notable exception, essentially the same character, I'm going to refer to Wei Yun in the singular throughout this video, except when I'm talking about that notable exception, who I'll get to here in a few minutes. Of course, a series of Wei Yun clones was not the plan in the beginning. Wei Yun was intended as a one-shot character. The fact that he is vaporized at the end of his first episode is a pretty big clue that the producers weren't planning on bringing him back. But fortunately for Wei Yun, and for us, the producers cast Jeffrey Combs to play him. Combs made such an impression that even though he's killed off pretty definitively, the producers decided to
bring that motherfucker back.
Because the presence of Weyoun, he he controlled that scene. Every scene he in, he makes sure he he expresses dominance and his true belief in the founders.
Luckily, that was no big deal because this is Star Trek. And on Star Trek, they do Star Trek shit. That first appearance, the one that ends with Weyoun on the wrong end of a Jem'Hadar plasma rifle, comes in the episode To the Death, near the end of Deep Space Nine's 4th season. When we meet him, Weyoun is in charge of a team of Jem'Hadar. His mission is to stop a group of renegade Jem'Hadar who are attempting to gain control of Iconian teleportation technology, which they can then use to lead a Jem'Hadar revolt and take control of the entire Dominion and blah, blah, blah. The point is, the threat posed by these renegade Jem'Hadar is grave enough that Sisko's crew agrees to team up with Weyoun's Jem'Hadar in order to stop the renegades. And they do. And then the head Jem'Hadar turns on Weyoun and kills him because Weyoun dared to question their loyalty to the founders. Loyalty to the founders is a big thing with the
Shot that man. I was like, damn.
Both species have been genetically engineered by the founders to be innately loyal and deferential to the founders, but as we see in To the Death, members of each species suspect that the members of the other species aren't as loyal as they claim to be. With Weyoun, this suspicion leads him to look down on the Jem'Hadar, to treat them as inferiors who only fight for the Dominion because they need Ketracel White, the drug Lavorta dispensed to the Jem'Hadar under their command. With Ometiclon, the head Jem'Hadar, this suspicion leads him to kill Weyoun the first chance he gets. And I can't really blame him. Even in this first episode, when we've just started to get to know him, it's obvious that whatever else he might be, Weyoun is just so killable. When Weyoun appears about a year later, very much alive, in the 5th season episode Ties of Blood and Water, he explains that he's a clone, that Vorta are routinely cloned so that a replacement is always ready if needed, and it's totally normal. It's just a thing. Don't worry about it. This iteration of Weyoun, who we eventually learn is Weyoun 5, not that it matters, is the one we see the most of, the one who develops into the Weyoun we all know and love to hate. Develops into the Weyoun we all know and love to hate. Ties of Blood and Water takes place after Gul Dukat has assumed control of Cardassia and joined the Dominion. Dukat arrives on Deep Space Nine to demand the extradition of Tekeni Gamor, a prominent Cardassian dissident. He's accompanied by Weyoun, who has been assigned to Dukat as a representative of the Dominion. Weyoun describes his role as that of a diplomat. It's why he's been genetically engineered to have an immunity to most poisons. But in practice, Weyoun's duties go way beyond diplomacy. When the female changeling isn't around, Weyoun is basically the senior member of the Dominion. Yeah, Dukat is the leader of Cardassia, and Weyoun is assigned to Dukat, but he works with Dukat, not for him. He works for the founders. This is occasionally a source of tension between Weyoun and Dukat, as during this exchange in the episode A Call to Arms.
I love that tension too. I love the tension between Dukat and Weyoun. I love it. I love it. Because it's like, nigga, who's the powerful one in the room right now? You know what I'm saying? Who's the powerful one in the room right now?
Dominion forces are closing in on Deep Space Nine, and Dukat is like, this is great. I've been waiting 5 years for this. First, we take back Deep Space Nine, then we rename it Terok Nor, which is a way cooler name, and then we push on to Bajor. And Damar is standing right there like, yeah, and then we give Bajor a cool new name, too. Damarburg. Damarburg? It's a little bitty place. But Weyoun cuts in like, hey, let's not get whatever you call carts ahead of whatever your version of horses are. The Dominion just signed a non-aggression treaty with Bajor, which means no invading it and no forcibly renaming it. Dukat's like, I never signed no treaty. Weyoun's like, but the Dominion did. And the Dominion also put you in charge of Cardassia and built this ship you're using to attack Deep Space Nine, and I think you're doing this our way. Dukat's like, sure, fine, whatever. Yay, the Dominion. That's the spirit.
Yeah, so that's exactly what the fuck happened.
He really hates Damar. He doesn't like Dukat either, but since Dukat is the leader of Cardassia and Cardassia is important to the Dominion's plans to invade the Alpha Quadrant, he knows he has to work Dukat, not abuse and belittle him like some common Jem'Hadar. But Dukat and Damar aren't the only characters we see Weyoun regularly interacting with. For the first 6 episodes of Season 6, the Dominion is in control of Deep Space Nine. The Starfleet crew has evacuated, but Bajarans, including Kira, have remained. Odo has also stuck around, much to the delight of Weyoun, who is genetically engineered to be a shameless kiss-ass to changelings. It's through his interactions with Odo and eventually the female changeling who leads the Dominion.
And can't forget about Quark. Quark stayed too. And that's what made me really, truly 100% fuck with Quark, because he stayed during that time when they took back DS9. You know, like, shit, nigga, somebody gotta run this bar. Look, I gotta make some money. You know, but he was really down with the revolution. So I fucks with Quark on this motherfucking season. I was like, man, that's what's up, Quark. That's what's up, man. Give me a drink.
That Weyoun,
Ramen
the
and ale.
two-faced middle manager, really comes out, because when Weyoun is talking with Odo or the female changeling, he's different than he is with Dukat.
Yep.
For example, in the
Stay
first
behind,
episode of season 6, A Time to
Salute,
Stand,
Steve.
Major Kira asks Dukat to reinstate the station's Bajoran security force. Dukat's like, nah. Weyoun, wanting to foster good relations between the Cardassians and the Bajorans, asks Dukat to reconsider, but when Dukat refuses, Weyoun lets it go. He conducts himself diplomatically. Then, before Kira leaves, Weyoun turns to her and asks, so how's Odo? Is Odo good? Did you tell Odo I'm trying to make sure the Dominion and the Bajorans are cool? What did Odo say about that? Does he ever talk about me? Kira's like, I gotta bounce. Later on, Kira's talking to Odo about wanting to bring back the Bajoran security force, and she's like, you should just go ask Weyoun to let you bring your deputies back to the station. He'd totally say yes. He worships you like a god. Yeah, but then I'd have to talk to Weyoun. Dude, all right. So Odo drops in on Weyoun and Dukat in Dukat's office, and right away, Weyoun...
Right, shouts out to Kira for talking to Odo to go talk to motherfucking Weyoun. Just like, that motherfucker worship you like a god. Nigga, go motherfucking regulate this shit. Go regulate.
Like, Odo, we are honored by your visit. How can I serve you? I am but an ignoble solid, unfit to stand in your exalted presence, but whatever you ask of me, I will do. I swear by every ounce of my most unworthy flesh. Odo's like, great, I just want to hire some cops. Awesome, sounds great. Whoa, what? And I was thinking they would be in charge of security on the promenade? Oh my god, that's only the best idea ever. Actually, I don't think it's a good... Silence, I'm talking to Odo. Anyway, we're best friends now. That turn from Dukat to Odo, that change in tone and demeanor, which I exaggerated just now, but only a little, is the key to Weyoun's villainy and to his appeal as a character. He characterizes it as diplomacy, but it's more accurate to say that he's openly, unashamedly two-faced. With Dukat and Kira and Sisko and most other characters he perceives to be at or beneath his level, he ranges from condescending but agreeable to demanding and imperious. With Odo and other changelings, he's the lickiest bootlicker who ever licked a boot. Your wish is my command, Founder. Oh, what's that? You want me to lie on my back and pee into my own mouth like a fountain statue? What? I live to serve the Founders. And I apologize in advance if my aim is a bit imprecise. I hope you won't find it too displeasing. Avert your eyes, Dukat. What I do now, I do for the entertainment of the Founder. Jeffrey Combs has played several characters in various Star Trek shows. Most recently, he voiced an evil computer in an episode of Lower Decks. But he said that Weyoun is his favorite, and I don't wonder why. Combs has described Weyoun this way, quote, he was the foppish, coiffed, graceful diplomat who would go from one party to another and make them all run smoothly, and he would do anything he could with a smile to make it look as easy as possible and get exactly what he wanted. Not surprisingly, that's a great description of Weyoun, and for me, the most important bit is the last one. He will do anything he can with a smile to get exactly what he wants. He calls it diplomacy, but what it is manipulation. He's cunning, he's calculating, he's disingenuous, and he has no principles whatsoever except one, I serve the Founders. Or at least that is the case with most incarnations of Weyoun. There is that exception that I mentioned earlier. We meet that exception in an episode from Season 7 of Deep Space Nine, Treachery, Faith, and the Great River. Odo goes to meet a Cardassian informant, but when he shows up at the rendezvous point, he finds not his informant, but Weyoun. Odo's like, where's my informant? And Weyoun says, he's been dead for like a year. I faked a message from him to get you to come. Anyway, I want to defect. Screw the Dominion. Odo is a little skeptical, what with the whole we're at war with the Dominion, and Weyoun is one of their top leaders and all, but Weyoun is like, look, I'm a Vorta, you're a Founder, you're a god to me, so I'm not bullshitting you here. I have information on Dominion plans and outposts and whatnot that can help the Federation win the war, so do you want them or not? Knowing what's at stake and what a major stroke of luck this would be for the Federation if Wei Yun is telling the truth, Odo agrees to take Wei Yun back as his prisoner, but he still doesn't understand exactly why, after all his time, Wei Yun, of all people, would choose to betray his own people. Later, aboard Odo's runabout en route to Deep Space Nine, the situation becomes a little clearer. Their ship is hailed by Wei Yun. Odo's like, oh, great, now there's two of you. But since when do you Vorta activate more than one of your clones at once? The Wei Yun on the view screen explains, the Wei Yun you've been dealing with the past couple of years, Wei Yun 5, was killed recently in a transporter accident. And Damar's right there, and he interjects, a transporter accident I knew nothing about, and nobody will ever prove I did. Sure. Anyway, Wei Yun 6, the guy sitting next to you, was activated to replace him. But he's got a broken brain that made him turn on the Dominion, so they activated me, Wei Yun 7, to replace him. I don't have a broken brain. You have a broken Dominion. Kill yourself. That's rude. You know what I'm talking about. You, like all Vorta, have a suicide implant. Now use it to literally kill yourself. Nah. Finally, Odo's like, okay, we're just going to go. But Damar steps in and says, fine, turn that wayward Wei Yun over to us so I can kill him in a transporter, kill him with shooting, and you can go. Odo says, I don't give up my prisoners. And Damar's like, fine, but when our attack ship gets there, you're going to get it, Shifty. That's a racial slur. Oh my God, such a snowflake. While they're waiting for Damar's backup to catch up to them and kill them, Wei Yun 6 explains his decision to defect. He tells Odo that from the moment he woke up after being activated, he's just had a feeling that the war was wrong. He still worships the founders and doesn't think
and that's crazy. This Wei Yun clone woke up and realized all this shit that's around him is fucking wrong. And he helped out Odo and shit. You know, I'm like, man, yes, Vonta. Jeffrey Combs killed this shit. Jeffrey Combs killed this role. Killed it. I'm like, man, this is a great. I'm like, I hate this guy. I want to shoot this nigga with a phaser. You know, but you got to stand up and give a round of applause. I'm like, if you make me hate you, that means you did a good job as a fucking actor. Because I don't see Jeffrey Combs. I see Wei Yun.
His place to question them, but at the same time, he knows that their obsession with conquering the Alpha Quadrant is misguided. Instead of trying to invade and impose their will on everyone, they should learn to live in peace with others. But that wasn't going to be a very popular opinion among the Dominion leadership, so he left. And while Odo isn't exactly impressed, he is sympathetic. It's not easy to turn your back on your own people, he tells Wei Yun. Believe me.
I know.
Meanwhile, back on Cardassia, Wei Yun 7 and Damar are talking, and Wei Yun is like, man, I can't believe a Wei Yun would do some shit like this. And Damar says, yeah, I knew he wasn't right as soon as I met him because he didn't have your appetite for cruelty. Sure is a shame about the totally unavoidable and accidental death of Wei Yun 5, which I had nothing to do with. Anyway, would you like a drink? Damar wants to just pull up the runabout with Odo and Wei Yun 6 on it, but Wei Yun 7 is kind of squeamish about that, since Odo is a founder and all. Damar tells him that if Wei Yun 6 is allowed to return to the Federation with all his knowledge of Dominion operations, the founders could lose the war. Is Odo's life really worth all of that? Wei Yun 7 still isn't convinced, so Damar proposes an ingenious compromise. Instead of blowing up the runabout and killing Odo, they blow up the runabout and kill Odo and just don't tell anyone about it. Wei Yun's like, hey, that might work. And Damar says, great. Now, let's celebrate our brilliant plan with a drink. You first, bottoms up. And I mean that literally, the poison tends to settle. The what? The poison. Cinnamon? It's a cinnamon hot chocolate, but the cinnamon sinks to the bottom because the gravity.
Drink the poison.
On Cardassia is. Just order the Jem'Hadar to blow up the runabout, okay? The Jem'Hadar ship catches up to Odo and Wei Yun 6 on the runabout, but Wei Yun gives Odo a super secret tip about where the weakest part of the Jem'Hadar ship's shields is.
Fuck that bitch up.
Explode those Jem'Hadar real good, which he does feel bad about. So back on Cardassia, Damar and Wei Yun.
And that scene was deep. When he blew up the Jem'Hadar and he felt that emotion, like, damn, I just kill some motherfuckers that I fuck with. You know, so it's like, oh my God, man. Great fucking cast direction. Shouts out to the cast director.
And are like, how are we going to kill this rogue Wei Yun? And Wei Yun 7 has the bright idea of just sending a whole bunch.
Can't get around with a dick inside there. Hurricane blend, baby. Just for you, Vonta. Hurricane 3 style. Detroit After Dark. Star Trek After Dark. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
More ships after him. And Damar's like, cool. And then the female changeling walks in and is all like, hey, what are you doing? Have you caught that rogue Weyoun yet? And Weyoun 7 says, nope, but we're gonna. The female changeling is like, good. I want that traitor dealt with. No more delays. No more excuses. Any questions that aren't about my face?
You look horrible.
And she leaves. And Weyoun 7 says, I thought her face looked fine. These rooms are too hot. She's just a little parched is all. And Damar says, you know what's good for the skin? A nice cinnamon hot chocolate. Maybe we should all enjoy one. Well, not me, my blood sugar. Just send the fleet after Odo's ship. Coincidentally, back on the runabout, Weyoun 6 and Odo are having a little chat about the female changeling and what's wrong with her face. Actually, before that, Weyoun 6 tells Odo the charming tale of how the Vorta came to be the Founders' number 1, number 2s. It seems that they were once a race of simple, forest-dwelling, ape-like creatures, but then one of them rescued an injured changeling, and in return the changelings pulled the Vorta out of the trees and screwed around with their genetic code, and voila! From apes to ambassadors of galactic fascism, just like that. Anyway, back to the female changeling's face. There's a sickness spreading through the Great Link, killing the Founders. Since Odo isn't part of the Link, he hasn't been infected. But if there isn't a cure discovered soon, the rest of the changelings will die, and Odo will be the only one left. Sounds pretty good to me. If only all space Nazis came preloaded with an incurable terminal disease. But Weyoun 6, despite his defection, doesn't see it that way. He's bummed at the prospect of the Founders dying and the Dominion collapsing. He tells Odo that he should take over the Dominion when the other Founders are gone, that he can rebuild it around the principles of cooperation and peace. Odo's like, dude, I'm a security guard on a space station. The Jem'Hadar fleet arrives, and Odo runs for it and tries to hide in a comet patch, but that only works for so long. The Jem'Hadar start blowing up comets, and Odo and Weyoun 6 have to make a break for it. And finally, Weyoun 6 is like, I know what I must do. He calls Weyoun 7 and Damar and says, call off the ships. They don't need to chase us anymore because check this out. And then he activates his suicide implant. Weyoun 7's like, cool, thanks. And he calls off the ships.
Yeah, Weyoun 7 was like, this nigga just killed himself. Bet. All right, free to go. Everybody out. I'm like, no emotion, no remorse, no shame, no guilt, no regret. He just watched the motherfucker just activate the suicide plan. All right, we done. We done here. I'm out. I'm like, God damn. Y'all niggas is ruthless.
The runabout, Odo is like, why'd you do that, you dipshit? And Weyoun 6 says, I did it to save you and the Dominion. Now, before I die, can you give me your blessing, please? It's like the only thing I've ever wanted, and I'm going to be dead in 5 seconds. And reluctantly, Odo's like, fine, bless. Weyoun 6 is like, that's my shit right there. It dies. That'll do, ape. That'll do.
Gotta do.
It's instructive, I think, to look at the differences and similarities between Weyoun 6 and the other Weyouns. Weyoun 6 is different, but he's not a completely new character. His personality is more or less the same, and his devotion to the Founders and the Dominion is still very much there. The difference is in the interpretation. Weyoun 6's loyalty to the Founders and the Dominion seems rooted in a concern for their greater well-being. He sees the war as folly, as a threat. Therefore, he wants to help the Federation end it before the Dominion is totally destroyed. The other Weyouns interpret, I live to serve the Founders, more literally. They do what they're told. They work to give the Founders what they want. They don't argue or ask questions. Weyoun 6 seems to see his role as more of a trusted advisor, someone who wants the best for his employers, but who feels a responsibility to disagree, to push back when he thinks it's warranted. The other Weyouns are lackeys, middle managers, company men through and through, which is why we hate them / him. And also why he's such a delight as an antagonist. And hey, you can't say it doesn't work for him. He makes it all the way to the end of the war. Weyoun 7 survives for most of the rest of Season 7 until he mouths off to Ezri in front of Worf and gets his neck snapped. I love that Worf gets to kill so many people on Deep Space Nine. The transfer really was a positive change for him.
Hell yeah, this motherfucker got to kill something. Shouts out to Worf. Comply, Vanta. Because these motherfuckers are a bunch of filthy pataks.
Weyoun 8 takes takes over, and he's at Dominion headquarters with the female changeling when Kira and Garrick show up to take back Cardassia in the series finale, What You Leave Behind. Once again, Wei Yun sasses the wrong person. He says to Garrick, sure, you can take back Cardassia, what's left of it, and Garrick shoots him dead.
Yeah.
The female changeling sighs with resignation and says, that was my last Wei Yun. What she actually says is, I wish you hadn't done that. That was Wei Yun's last clone, but my line is better. I actually had a Mandela effect thing going on for a long time with that line. I rewatched Deep Space Nine from start to finish a few years ago, and before that, it had been a long time since I watched the series finale, and I remembered the female changeling saying, that was my last Wei Yun at that point. So when she actually says, that was Wei Yun's last clone, it was kind of a disappointment. I was like, that's not what she's supposed to say. Memory is a funny thing, isn't it? It also reminds me of that moment from the 2009 Star Trek film where Nero is choking out Kirk and he tells him that he knows who he is. In the trailer for the movie, we see a glimpse of that scene, and Nero says, James Kirk was a great man, but that was another life. And it's an awesome moment. But when we get to that moment in the movie, Nero says, James Kirk was a great man. He went on to captain the USS Enterprise, but that was another life. A life I will deprive you of like I did your father. He's giving it too much of this instead of choking him. Like, I'm sure the line was edited down to have more of a punch for the trailer, but the thing is, the version from the trailer is actually better. Not just for the trailer, but for the movie too. And when I get to that point in the movie, just like that Wei Yun's last clone line, I'm always a little disappointed. My dream cut of the 2009 Star Trek movie is basically the theatrical cut as is, but with the trailer version of that line swapped in. Oh, and cut out that bit where Kirk and Scotty beam onto the ship and Scotty's trapped in the water tubes. Such a weird, pointless waste of time. I'm still shocked it made it into the final cut. Anyway, I wouldn't know anything about that. Editing is a funny thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wei Yun, is he the best villain in Deep Space Nine? I don't know, but he is a great villain and proof that the writers of DS9 knew how to do more than one thing. Compare Wei Yun with fellow top heel Dukat. They are such different characters. Dukat is obsessed with projecting strength and courage and intelligence. He wants to be seen.
I save lives during my administration. Evidence. No, fuck it. Hold on. Let's go to the beginning. So you really want to do this? Here? Now? Yes. Okay. Let's do it. You were the prefect of Bajor during the occupation. True or false? True. That means you're responsible for everything that happened under your command. True or false? True. That means you're responsible for the murder of over 5 million Bajorans on your watch. True or false? False. I'm trying to save lives during my administration. Evidence. I love that scene.
A leader, as a visionary, as a capital G, great capital M man. Wei Yun, on the other hand, doesn't care about any of that. He's not a leader. He's a servant. He's not a visionary. He's the one dedicated to realizing someone else's vision. Unless you're one of his direct underlings and he feels like he can get away with bossing you around, he doesn't want you to think he's strong or courageous or intelligent. He wants to appear humble and deferential and reasonable. Run afoul of Dukat and he'll threaten to crush you. Stand toe-to-toe with Wei Yun and he'll demur and ask, can't we come to some sort of mutually acceptable agreement? And later on, whether you reach such an agreement or not, if the founders order him to, or if he just thinks it's what the founders would want, he'll kill you. Yep. Not personally, of course. He'll order some Jem'Hadar to kill you, and they'll obey. Just like Wei Yun obeys the founders in all things, because that's what flunkies do. And a flunky who's in charge of other flunkies is still a flunky. To the king of the flunkies. What's in this, cinnamon?
All right, that's the end of that.
Hey, folks, hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to let you know what the subject of the next Trek Actually video is going to be, but before I do...
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you already. I'm going to tell you how the Federation is supposed to be obliterated, but they still managed to survive. But, yeah. 8 minutes to naughty time, so let's play some music real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is that Star Trek After Dark mixed with Detroit After Dark. You know, I know it's supposed to be my day off, but shit, I was like, fuck it, man. Let's just make this live. You feel me? And plus, shouts out to everybody coming through. How did my phone? Why is my second phone not fucking charging? And I have it on the fucking charger. And my phone just died. I gotta charge it up. I need you know what I mean, my second phone. I don't know what the fuck going on. I like when you said, wipe us all out. And the cop said, no, make them see your greatness, then wipe them out. Ray Young was awesome. Ray Young was awesome. And, you know, after seeing this video, I was like, man, who is the best villain? You know, if Wei Yun was the main villain, I'm like, man, this motherfucker's the coldest. But like he was paying homage to the founders. And like when a girl showed up, she just like, do this, do that, do this, do that. Dominion forever type shit. Like, yo, okay, I see why you listen to this chick. She ain't fucking playing. She ain't fucking playing at all. And the rebellious Jem'Hadar, shouts out to the rebellion side of the Jem'Hadar. Shot Ray, you like, bitch. Don't dare question our loyalty, motherfucker. Fuck are you? And I like when the Jem'Hadar was fighting Worf and shit, and Worf wasn't giving up. And the way he was like, nigga, kill them both. Where he was like, kill them both. Because the Jem'Hadar didn't want to kill him. You know, it was like, like he's already defeated, but I cannot break this man. I cannot break him. Nigga, Ray, he was like, kill them both. It's like, beam up. They beamed up Worf, but that Jem'Hadar got killed. I was like, oh. Kill them both. He didn't even, Wei Yun didn't even hesitate. He was like, kill them both. Oh shit. I was like, oh man, Worf. I was like, Worf. Come on, man. Use your skills. I was rooting for him. I was like, man, do not stay down, Worf. I know y'all tradition. Keep fighting. It's like, nigga, stay down, Worf. You know, like it's already good. You defended your honor. I think it was General Martok. He was like, yo, bro, you defended your honor. You shed your blood. Nigga, stay down. Stay the fuck down. Even his homeboys, Klingon homeboys, like, nigga, stay the fuck down, bro. You honored nigga, you honored us, bro. You good, bro. I don't want to keep on seeing you getting your ass beat. And that Jem'Hadar is like, nah, dog. I can defeat him, but I can't break him. But you're like, kill them both. Damn. Oh man. Woo, shit. 5 minutes to midnight. Let's go. And after this, I'm working on some music. Like, I took me a nice nap, so shit. I'm gonna work on some music. I might have some music drop soon. Taking that good ass nap. I'm up and energized.
Hurricane 313.
I yield.
This the breath of the ancestors.
Yep, I
With this
yield.
time of hawk, you get your head severed. Creep up in the building, get the fair records. My Beretta was dome plated with a suppressor. Feel the pressure of heavy rates, nothing lesser. I'm the god of storms, I control the weather. So clever, you fools should know better. When I come through, better run to the storm shelter. Flow better, hip hop is forever. We take the government down, we write no letters. Take hold of the crime, we make the throne better. I turn this whole world into a Coachella. Pick up the back of a pistol, pop you like Pimple Simple. People pack the pistols, the population of evil tremble. I resemble the revolution, no ancient temples. Haters better watch your tone, or they get dismembered. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors.
You're welcome,
Better
Bob.
watch your tone or get your head
I
severed.
still got more on the way,
It's the
baby.
breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. Cracking bottles overhead to make them wobble. Don't like the TV show, nigga, just change the channel. Genocidal, these lyrics might hold the title. carry Bibles. My goons, they carry rifles. Very tribal, sometimes we very primal. 8 or 15, I'm killing every rival. They say it's mediocre. Cut you up into pieces and leave your body parts inside your easy sofa. Being a soldier, you see my soldiers, they creeping over. Parkour type shit, you see us sleeping over. Drop your chain, you understand, you catching hands. Kick your ass through the van, I think you dead, man. Fuck a fizzle, the fragile fickle. Feel like I got a blast at the government quicker than anybody, nigga. Split your body apart, they throw you in the river. This the revolution, you gotta deal with us. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed.
Star Trek After Dark and Detroit After Dark is brought to you in part by...
Begin my day until I've had a Dickens cider.
There's nothing better than waking up to a good old Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves Dickens ciders. My sister came to stay with us for a month, and my husband couldn't go a day without the Dickens cider. My girlfriend loves a Dickens cider.
My mom loves the Dickens cider.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with a Dickens cider.
I'm a bit young, but I would love to try a Dickens cider.
So there you have it. For over 150 years, Frederick Von Dickens has developed a beverage that literally brings women to their knees. So fellas, for the sake of the economy, get a Dickens cider.
For the sake of the galaxy, get a Dickens cider. And for the sake of the fucking universe, mate, get a Dickens cider. It has electrolytes. Made good timing. I'm surprised I made good timing. You know, I'm surprised I made good timing. Real shit. Because I really thought the Star Trek shit was going to go to over, you know, like was going to go over to midnight. So we made it to midnight and made it in time for the naughty time. So this what's up. Good timing.
Now that they're gone, fork it over, Sukuna.
Are you giving me orders?
I don't think I made myself clear. I want that malevolent meat of yours. So fork it over. Don't make me do this the hard way.
Wow, Shorty, I didn't think you'd be the one to tweak out. You might be almost as bad as I am. However, I don't take orders. I'm the one in charge here.
Reverse grip technique.
What? I can't move. What is this? Where are your clothes at? Goodness gracious, of all that is malevolent in this world, I say, with all my being, what in the actual F?
Stand down, Sukuna. You are weak.
Made it to naughty time, Isaac. That's what's up. This is the perfect life. I know it's my night off, but it's like shit, you know. I need to really pick a 4 night off. I really do. But I don't want to get too comfortable. I'll take a whole goddamn euro.
Time to have a party. Time to have a party. Baby girl love it. Everybody get naughty. Time to have a party. Time to have a party.
Salute DJ Overtime. What up, though?
Everybody get naughty. Get naughty.
What's good? What's good?
Get naughty. Baby girl get naughty. Baby girl get naughty. Walking in the club, baby showing love. See me on stage, tell that motherfucker love. Baby girl getting low, dropping to the floor. Pick it back up, baby, make that ass roll. Out of control, got me saying roll. Baby twerking on me, girl, you know how it go. In the drop, singing low, take it to the mo. Baby hop on it soon as the door close. I'm the one that's the chose. Take off a toes. Pull out the camera phone, wanna see you do a pose. Put your tune video, time to make a flick. Going full thumbs when I'm giving her the dick. Baby girl, you the shit. Girl like a party with. Never bad chicks, say fire like an arsonist. Baby, this a hit. Got another party mix. Call me Santa Claus, had to put you on the naughty list. Time they have a party. Time they have a party. Baby girl love it, cause she about to get naughty. Time they have a party. Time they have a party. Baby girl love it, cause she about to get naughty. Get naughty. Get naughty.
Checking naughty. Naughty track. Naughty Star Trek.
Giving her the business. Love it when I'm in it. Bend her ass over, that's her favorite position. Give it to her raw. Going in the deep. Fucking all night, we ain't about to go to sleep. Vibing to the beat, while I clap her cheeks. Baby girl skirting and she fucking up the sheets. She the beauty, I'm the beast. Eat her like a feast. Sweet cherry pie, baby, let me get a piece. Detroit after dark, did it in the park. Under the stars on the hood of a car. She adventurous, we up in the parking lot. Put up to the job, we was working on the clock. They ain't not the word, we went to the drive-in. Treated like a swimming pool, I'm about to dive in. This a party over here, got you fucking vibing. Grab a naughty girl, yeah, I'm about to slide in. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Get naughty, 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 naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Get naughty, 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 naughty.
What we got? Salute everybody.
What are you really up to, Javert? You expect me to believe that a decorated Starfleet officer, the pride of the service, is going to poison an entire planet?
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
You're bluffing.
Am I? Commander, launch torpedoes.
I said.
Commander, I said launch torpedoes. Aye, sir.
Trilithium resin is dissipating throughout the biosphere. The Maquis are scrambling their transport ships. They're starting to evacuate.
Do you realize what you've done?
I've only just begun. I'm going to eliminate every Maquis colony in the DMZ.
You're talking about turning hundreds of thousands of people into homeless refugees.
That's right. When you attacked the Malinche, you proved one thing. That the Maquis have become an intolerable threat to the security of the Federation, and I am going to eliminate that threat.
But think about those people you saw in the caves. Huddled and starving, they didn't attack the Malinche.
You should have thought about that before you attacked the Federation starship. Come! Laying a course for Tracken 2, Warp 6. Commander, prepare 2 more torpedoes.
Engine break. Set course 050
Unless safety is on torpedoes 3 and 4.
Can't you see what's happening to you? You're going against everything you claim to believe in. And for what? To satisfy a personal vendetta?
You betrayed your uniform!
And you're betraying yours, right now! The sad part is you don't even realize it.
I'm winging it.
I feel sorry for you, Captain. This obsession with me. Look what it's cost you.
Major, shut that dude off! Commander Worf, prepare to launch torpedoes!
Wait! If you call off your attack, cryogenic weapons. Not enough. All right, Javert. I'll give you what you want.
Hurricane the Style Master. I'm Hurricane. Let me tell you a story of the glory, but you gotta hold my 40 for me. I was chillin' watching Rick and Morty, and my chick came through when you know she was getting naughty. Dressed up, went to a party. So many drinks, I think I grabbed the Bacardi. We was gigging on the dance floor, but you know the cops just burst through the damn door. Me and her start blasting. Y'all didn't know that my girl is in the
night off.
Me and her
Like I'm
laughing,
making
jumping out the window, landed on the
I ain't
car.
supposed to be live right
was a benzo, smoking on the endo as we roll out to the liquor store, then back to her house. She said that was
shit, I'm not supposed to be live right now.
Took off her clothes, then we fucked on the couch. Baby girl's an assassin. Yeah, my baby girl is an assassin. My baby girl is an assassin. Yeah, my baby girl is an assassin.
I want to do a Detroit After Dark for 2 in a diner.
Look, let me tell you another story. Chillin' at the diner and the feds, they was coming for me. Baby girl told me load up. Civilians getting hit if they motherfucking don't duck. Test your luck like the game show, but the price is right, bitch, and you know what we came for. You chillin' back in your little
I'm not on StreamYard. I gotta go to StreamYard.
About to kill just to get a portion. Shoot your head, knock your brain in orbit. Body get contorted, guaranteed it'll be recorded. Up in the car, red baby Floyd. Put the pedal to the metal, best believe to keep the streets scorching. Style master, keep the heat going. My girl roll the weed, and you know we gotta keep smoking. Baby girl wetter than the ocean. She said come here, so you know I gotta get up on it. Baby girl is an assassin. My baby girl is an assassin. My baby girl is an assassin. My baby girl is an assassin. Yeah, my baby girl is an assassin. Baby girl is an assassin. Star blast. Baby girl is an assassin. Star blast. My baby girl is an assassin. Star blasting.
Like I said, shit, I'm supposed to be off tonight. I'm supposed to be just chilling. But, you know, like, you know, it is what it is. Because I'm afraid if I don't go live, shit, I might not go live ever. But like I said, y'all thank Vonta, because like Vonta's the reason why I'm even still on YouTube on some real shit. On some real shit, because I'm ready to leave this bitch. I'm ready to leave this motherfucker for real, for real.
Coming through with the ill flow, love when I skid slow. Astro, number bomb, about to explode. Flip mode, pull out the pistol, you get low. Bullets rip past your face and hit your chick, bro. Sad days, look at this man ways. I blast K's in the last days, make the government cascade.
I don't want to go live no more.
With glass trays
Getting out all this last shit and I'm out.
The fast break, hey, been not chill for a while. Chick from the UK, yeah, I'm making her smile. She a beautiful queen, let me give her the crown. Bring it down to the States, let me show you around, hey. Show you what the revolution about. Chillin' on a piece of land, me and you in the house. Little soul flow cold, and I'm making a bounce. Put your hands in the air if you feelin' it now. Little soul flows cold, if you feelin' it now. Put your hands in the air if you hit it, get down. Little soul flows cold, this that lyrical sound. Hurricane coming through when I'm getting the crown. Little soul flows cold, if you feelin' it now. Put your hands in the air if you hit it, get down. Little soul flows cold, this that lyrical sound. Hurricane coming through when I'm getting the crown. Trying to manifest my destiny, bring the best of me.
That's
No
what's up.
discrepancies, but the government keep on testing me. They want the less of me. I'ma hit them so heavily. Ever seen the bullet shoot through you when you're parakeet? Living clarity, been through therapy, get the charity. Now the revolution is here. They say you're scaring me. Just participate, no need to articulate. If you rolling with the government, you getting killed today. Don't get in my way into it, the facility. Bullets show they will penetrate anybody.
Yeah, there was no reason to be on Discord.
Throw my lyrics like javelin. Zone war with the madness. Show my girl the lavishness. She is driving me, get my goddess the happiness. Just unanimous that my baby girl is the baddest chick.
But
I'm happy with
I still got it, I think.
Baby girl just bet it on me. That's not an accident. So flows cold, you feel it.
Oh yeah, I couldn't because of GBA radio. That's on the I caught him on Discord.
Hurricane coming through when I'm getting the crowd. Leo soul flows cold, you be feeling it out.
Yeah, it was me, you, Jordan, and I think Chris. But Chris deleted hers. I think Jordan deleted his.
Put your hands in the air, you can get it, get down. Leo soul flows
But I still got it, I think.
Hurricane coming through when I'm getting the crowd. Leo soul flows cold, you be feeling it now.
But I barely be on it because ain't really nothing popping on Discord.
Little soul flows cold, this that lyrical sound. Hurricane coming through when I'm getting the crowd.
Yeah, I usually use Discord just to keep in touch with I guess you and GBA. But like but I barely be on it. And plus I found out the shit like Discord trying to do some bullshit. So I was like, all right, so as they pull that bullshit, I'm deleting the shit off this motherfucking Discord. You know what I'm saying? But like they backtracking on that verification shit, man. But they still might try to sneak some bullshit in. Like they was trying to take away all of our advanced features that we already use, and the only way to use it is we gotta have a digital ID or age verification. But they backtracked on it because a lot of people said, all right, y'all want to do that? A lot of people left Discord when they found that shit out. So they was like, oh shit, we losing money. Let's not do this. Let's backtrack. So like Discord is still there for now. But a motherfucker's got a whole bunch of data stolen through a hack on that motherfucking platform. It was only the people that called support. So like the ones that called support, like if there was any problem, they got their data snatched. They got the information snatched. And they still ain't a motherfucking compensate for that. Yep. Me, shit, man. I just motherfucker use just to talk to GBA. Like if GBA wanted to send me something or like he wanted to talk to me behind the scenes, that's why I talk to GBA at. Shout out to GBA radio. Yeah. Let me pay homage to my goddess real quick before she get ready to go to work. Yeah. It's like, but all these social media accounts is trying to do that shit. They trying to motherfucker hit it with age verification, digital ID in order to use the shit. And if I do ever start a third channel, like they wildin'.
Baby girl, you phenomenal. New chapter of my life, call it my chronicles. My love for you is insurmountable. Love Nikki, you feel it in your abdominal. Astronomical, yeah, I'm held accountable.
That's why I'm zoned out of all
so good, I'm not a scoundrel. Like a James Bond villain without the monocle. Shoot ahead and return his ass in the molecules. Everybody together, we down for whatever. We got Bonnie and Clyde, prefer nothing lesser. She got my mind spinning just like a propeller. She's the inspiration to make the flow better. Never cheating on you, girl, I know better. In the bedroom, girl, I got you so wetter. Let me dive in deep so you can float better. Hurricane be the name, girl, I control weather. Baby girl, astronomical. Chilling up on the spaceship, what we about to do? Cosplay, your foreplay, the forte. Make a private movie, watch it at 4K. She dipping my store, call it the store play. Now I'm stepping the pussy up on her porch. Hey, she adventurous and a love for elegance. We are both magicians playing with elements. You are magical, we are staying compatible. In the barrel, my rabbit, you like an animal. Full thrusters go hard, we get intense. Love the look in your eyes when we get commit. Doing moves to rewrite the Kama Sutra. Look you in your eyes as I give it to you. Orgasmic bliss is gonna be limitless. And my love for you is unlimited.
All right, we on the last song.
Rogue One Production.
Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, everybody get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty, get naughty. Get naughty, baby girl get naughty, baby girl get naughty. Walking in the club, thank you so much love. See me on stage, tell that motherfucker love. Baby girl getting low, drop it to the floor. Pick it back up, baby, make that ass roll. Out of control, got me saying roll. Baby twerking on me, girl, you know how it go. In the drop, singing low, take it to the mo. Baby hop on it soon as the door close. I'm the one that you chose. Take off my clothes, pull out the camera phone. Wanna see you do a pose, put your tube video. Time to make a flick. Going full thrusters when I'm giving her the dick. Baby girl, you the shit. Girl like a party with. Love a bad chick, say fire like an arsonist. Baby, this a hit. Got another party mix. Call me Santa Claus, had to put you on the naughty list. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, that she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, that she about to get naughty, get naughty, naughty, get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 get naughty, naughty, naughty. Giving her the business, love it when I'm in it. In the band, so that's her favorite position. Give it to her raw, going in the deep. Fucking all night, we ain't about to go to sleep. Vibing to the beat, while I clap her cheeks. Baby girl skirting and she fucking up the sheets. She the beauty, I'm the beast. Eat it like a feast. Sweet cherry pie, baby, let me get a piece. Detroit after dark, did it in the park. Under the stars on the hood of a car. She adventurous, we up in the parking lot. Put up to the job, we was fucking on the clock. Day and after work, we went to the drive-in. Treated like a swimming pool, I'm about to dive in. This a party over here, got me fucking vibing. Grab a naughty girl, yeah, I'm about to slide in. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty, get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 get naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty, get naughty, 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 time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty, get naughty, 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 naughty.
Shout out to everybody.
This is my day off, and just winging it, you know. But I go to work tomorrow. I'd be late, so it ain't gonna be no Detroit After Dark tomorrow or the night after. So what? On tomorrow Tuesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday ain't gonna be no Detroit After Dark as I work late. So I'll try to do something, like before I go to work, and it'll definitely be Detroit After Dark Thursday night. I'm off Friday, so you already know what it is. Vontae, after your live, we chill at the diner, we chill on my shit. I'm afraid if I don't go live, I'm not gonna go live ever. I'm talking like real shit. I'm really zoned out on all social media because of what they put me through. It's like, like what's the fucking use, right? What's the fuck the use if they're gonna fuck my live up, not send out my notifications? And I got over 1,000 subs. Ain't no way in the fuck I'm supposed to have this many people in the chat, and I got 1,000 subs. Kiss my ass. This is bullshit. And they block my content on all motherfucking levels. Facebook, Instagram. I'm not about to, like TikTok. Somebody got rid of 6 of my TikTok. Just got rid of my ex. I got another X account, but I gotta just like throw some shit on it. But even, like when I stopped, putting up truth shit, and like I was just throwing like anime pictures on there, like from from old animes I used to watch. That was still a fucking problem. I'm like, man, fuck all this shit. Fuck all this shit. I guess it's just me. Like y'all have a shield or an NPC or a sheep to put out the same content I'm doing, but y'all don't want me to do it. Okay, cool. I guess it's the energy behind it. So it's like, like real shit. Like Vonta's the only reason why I'm still on YouTube, because at the end of the day, like once I'm gone, I'm gone. And real shit, it'll be up to Vonta. Like she'll tell me, like, what, like you should go live. For real, I should. All right, I'll go live and say what up. I do it for you. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, like real shit, I'm zoned the fuck out on this shit. Shouts out to Vonta. Much love. I'm glad you listened. Everybody left. Well, fucking, you're the only person that need to hear this shit anyway. You're the only person that need to hear this shit anyway. But yeah, about to head to the store, grab me some blunts, work on some music. I might have something in the morning or probably in the afternoon. I'm not sure. It all depends. Figure out sent me a lot of beats. It's my day off, so y'all have a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, cool night. This is Star Trek Live, and you have a good day at work, Vonta. Don't work too hard. Make it home safe. Make it there safe. Make it home safe. And shout out to everybody on y'all respective journeys and y'all respective time zones. Shout out to everybody on the USS Hurricane, the VIP, champagne room, bar, dance floor, tables, promenade, and the hallways are clear. That means you fellas took the lady to the nearest holodeck suite. But remember, holodeck 3 is reserved for me and the lovely Vonta. This is my day off. But, I just like, shit, felt I should do it, But, thank you, Vonta. Real shit. Mr. Kane, take it away. This is Mr. Kane, aka Mr. Detroit After Dark. Shouts out to everybody on the USS Hurricane. Teleport to your respective ships and to your respective planets. We've been picking up ladies all night through the Alpha, Beta, Delta, and Gamma quadrant. And we flow through interstellar space, going 0G. And the ladies love when we go full thrusters. You already know what it is. Shouts out to all the ladies around the world and all the ladies throughout the cosmos. If ain't nobody told you they love you, ladies, I love you unconditionally. Thank you for vibing with me at Hurricane 3. Keeping it smooth ain't easy, but you sure do know how to please me. Hit it, Detroit After Dark, oh yeah. This is Mr. Kane, aka Mr. Detroit After Dark. No Detroit After Dark for the next 2 nights, because I got to work the late shift. But y'all would definitely see me dropping content. Whether it's a HHN or a fucking jam session or a Star Trek Live, however I'm feeling. I'm just going with the flow. This is the year I'm going with the flow. I don't like going through what I want to do. Like, should I do this? Should I do that? Like, no. Fuck it, just go with the flow. That's the motto of the year. And thank you, Vonta. Like, real shit. I got to talk to you behind the scenes on some shit. you know, but it's good. Ain't nothing wrong. I just, you know, just need to, you know, express how I feel. You know. But shouts out, fuck YouTube and fuck the haters. Especially the ones talking behind my back, you know. And shouts out to the people that helped me out, gave me insight on who is who and what is what. You know. Let me know that my oracle was right. Got one name down. There's 2 more to go. So it'll eventually come to the light, because if this came out the sky for me, the other 2 gonna come out the sky. Like real shit. And I ain't even asking for it. It's just gonna come and be like, yo, bro, this was going on behind the scenes. I know you don't know, you a good person. Here's the info and the inside scoop. Shouts out. Shouts out. Shows that the ancestors got my back, and people that's on the internet wave got my back, because they understand that I don't come to this bitch wearing the mask. I be my true genuine self. So being me, you know, is a great fucking thing. It just feels good to be myself, and I don't gotta be nobody else. And my love for you, Vanta, it is real. We created it. Now take me to Nirvana. All right, we about to get up out of here. This is Detroit After Dark. Oh yeah. I can't wait to leave this bitch and come see you. We're going full thrusters.